Hey everybody, I wanted to highlight some of the really crazy pickups that I had from Black Friday this year from VGP.ca as well as PlayAsia and more conventional stores like Amazon. And kicking us off is going to be the new statue that I have shown right up here. This is Cloud from Final Fantasy VII Remake, of course. If you've been following my channel before, you will have seen that I've got a more conventional statue that is more aligned to the OG version of Final Fantasy VII. This one is from the remake. This is part of the Static Arts line of Final Fantasy statues. Still very happy to have picked it up directly from the Square Enix store online. And of course, if you like videos like this, please make sure to subscribe. And if you like what you see, like or dislike, and comment in the comments section below which of these pickups that I'm going to be featuring that you like, or that you want to get yourself, or anything else that catches your eye. And make sure to let me know what you've picked up from this Black Friday. It really was a sort of a dud. That's the general consensus that I'm getting from like memes and reels online, based off of live footage at places like Target and Walmart and everything. And perhaps it's part of the economy, perhaps it's partly due to the fact that everyone's just shopping online because it's easy. I'm one of those, because everything that I got online for my friends and family, as well as things that Santa got me, like this nice statue here, it really was all done online. So that really was the way to go. There was some really crazy, wacky sales. Another set of things that I got online that you can't see on the screen here is the Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky series of games that I got from Steam, and there's 3 of them in this trilogy. It, of course, is starring Estelle. She's like the main hero. This was something that Emily from Orbology had recommended to me, and she actually had advised me that it became available, that it was actually already available on Steam. So thank you, Emily, for that. I picked them up as soon as they got on sale. So that's digital. And actually, I should also mention that I did get the Portal Companion Collection for the Switch, Portals 1 and 2. It was like $5 or something crazy during the Black Friday sales. I even debated on picking up Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 on the Nintendo Switch eShop, because they were normally $50 together, but it was only $15. Again, that's pretty crazy. Going back to the physical stuff that I got to show you beyond Cloud here, I want to go ahead and kick off some of the PS5 games that I got, and the first one is Mortal Kombat 1, and definitely happy to pick this up. It really makes me think of my brother Kevin, who had passed last year, because he was really into the Mortal Kombat series, really got into the last game in the series, Mortal Kombat 11. So picking this up, it kind of made me feel a little wistful, because knowing that he'll never play this in any future Mortal Kombat games, and kind of hurts a little bit. So figure me and my partner Jamie Owls, we can play this together, sort of in memory of him. Next up, we've got the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection. This, of course, being the PS5 version. I really wanted to pick this up or get this on the Switch, but the fact that the Switch cartridge only has, I think, the NES and the MSX Metal Gear games, or my buddy Chris had told me that it just has the music or something like that. I want everything on disc. I am Mr. Physical Media. I don't begrudge anybody getting digital. I literally just said I got the Trails in the Sky games digitally on Steam so that I can play them on my Steam Deck. But again, I am all about wanting to get physical copies, and that means full games on the physical copies you see here. Next up, kind of keeping up that fighting game motif, we've got Street Fighter 6 for the PS5. And this is something that I don't normally get into, all these fighting games, but the fact that I've heard such good things about this entry, as well as just the engine-wise and everything, I definitely wanted to pick this up, check it out. Of course, like anything on the with all the Black Friday stuff, I got this like over half off, so it was definitely a great deal, great sale. Next up, I'm going to show you guys some Switch games. And the first Switch game that I picked up, this is okay, so this is kind of a cheat. I didn't get this on Black Friday, but this came like a day or two ago. This is the limited run edition of Castlevania Advanced Collection for the Nintendo Switch, and I just really love having a physical copy of this. I have the Anniversary Collection, got the Contra Anniversary Collection, and eventually I'll get the Konami Arcade Collection. But these Game Boy Advance games I played when this released digitally 2 years ago, I think September 2021, and I never played them before, which is, you know, almost blasphemy in of itself, but loved being able to pick up a physical copy of this. Next up, I got a couple PlayAsia ones, and this is a physical copy of Grandia, the HD collection, and I believe these are HD remakes of the Grandia 1 and 2 that released for the PlayStation 1. I haven't played these two RPGs, but this is why I wanted to pick this up, so that I have a physical copy and I could play it whenever I want to and be able to get into some really good JRPG goodness. And finally, for the Switch, I have the Ninja Gaiden collection. And this is I think they now call this the Ninja Gaiden Sigma collection. But it is the Ninja Gaidens 1 through 3, 1 and 2, I believe, on the Xbox 1 and 2. And I think, I'm sorry, the 1 and 2 were on the original Xbox, and Ninja Gaiden 3, I think it's Ninja Gaiden 3 Sigma. I think that came out on the Wii U, if memory serves. These are hard as nails type action, third-person gameplay games, so it's definitely something that it'll be interesting to see how these run and work on the Switch. I haven't heard anything negative about that, but I want to say that there may be a physical copy of this that's like $50 for the American version, but this was $20 on PlayAsia. You know, I couldn't beat that. Couldn't beat picking that up. And these last ones, these last parts of that I'm going to feature here are pickups that I got from, I believe it's Video Games Plus or VGP.ca. It's a Canadian retailer that they've got a store in Toronto, but they really excel at the online sales. And oh my goodness, they had awesome Black Friday sales on 3DS games that I thought went out of print a long time ago. But really, I think that VGP is really good about getting reprints of stuff. Heck, I got the Xenoblade 2 Torna Country, like, what I thought was a year or two after that went out of print, so I was really glad to be able to pick that up. So, with that said, I'm going to first show you guys Xenoblade Chronicles 3D for the new 3DS, which I think is hilarious because I have the physical copy of this for the Nintendo Switch. That's how I played it. I did try the Wii version, digitally when that released on the Wii U. It was okay. I really felt like the Switch was the streamlined version. But funniest part of this is that it's for the new 3DS. I don't have a new 3DS, so technically I'm not going to be able to play it. But I wanted to pick this up just for the collectability of it. So that's kind of what I'm excited to be able to own for that. Next up is going to be Tales of the Abyss. And I think this is a port of Tales of the Abyss when it was on the PS2. If memory serves me correct, this is part of the Tales series, so stuff like Tales of Symphonia, Tales of Arise. I really started collecting this series of RPGs since Tales of Arise came out. I loved how that game looked. The story was great, the characters were good, the music was good. Gameplay is more like action RPG, again, if memory serves correctly. But I think all the games before Tales of Arise had more of like a chibi style. That's fine. That's okay. These JRPGs really provide great stories and soundtracks, so I'm really happy to be able to pick this up, and enjoy playing this. Next up, Sonic Generations for the 3DS. So I've been kind of also on a kick for collecting Sonic games for the DS and 3DS. There's some for the 3DS that maybe I might not end up getting, like the Sonic Boom series. I don't think it's Rise of Lyric, but I think it's like Fire and Ice. Although I heard the 3DS version of Sonic Lost World was pretty decent. I just picked up Sonic Colors for the DS. I need to get Sonic Brotherhood. That is Sonic's only foray into the RPG genre, which I've heard it's average or mediocre at best, but still need to get it because I think it's a really cool curiosity. Regardless, Sonic Generations doesn't play exactly like how its console counterpart does, because I think it's all 2D. But the cool thing is with this Generations is it's not all the same levels as the console counterparts and everything. Like there's like Mushroom Hill Zone is in there, and that wasn't in the console version, so really cool to be able to have that. Next up is going to be Shin Megami Tensei 4 and Shin Megami Tensei Apocalypse. And Apocalypse is, I think, the direct sequel for Shin Megami Tensei 4. Again, it's going to be a thing where Persona 5 was the doorway that got me into the overall Megami Tensei series, because of course Persona is a spin-off of Shin Megami Tensei. I have the remake, or is it remaster, of 3 on the Switch. I have 5, of course, so definitely great to have physical copies of these two. And sort of speaking of spin-offs, the last 2 games I'm going to feature are spin-offs, and they are Persona Q and Persona Q2. And these play kind of like the Etrian Odyssey, where it's like that labyrinthian style of gameplay. I think old school wise, I think that's like how Phantasy Star 1 for the Sega Master System sort of ran. But these are cool because Persona Q uses characters from Personas 4 and 5, and Q2 the same, but also adds in Persona 5 characters. So, of course, definitely got to have Best Girl Makoto on the Q2 here. But regardless, it's definitely really cool to be able to have physical copies, really, of all of these 3DS games. The crummy thing, though, with that is these games I was lucky to get, but they went quick, especially when the second attempt had opened up for Black Friday. And the biggest miss, unfortunately, is going to be Radiant Historia for the 3DS. It was funny, when that reopened up on Black Friday, I was right there. I added it to my cart and had the checkout and just had the place order. And as soon as I hit place order, after about, from the beginning to add to cart to the place order, it was about 15 seconds, gone. All their copies of Radiant Historia for the 3DS were sold out. So I want to say that was probably like the biggest miss, because that was the one that I wanted the most. Regardless, I'm still happy to have this fantastic collection of video games here, as you can see. And again, just let me know in the comments section below which of these that you like the most. What were your pickups for Black Friday? Was there anything that you got on your own like Christmas list that you're looking forward to get that you kind of cheated? You looked ahead. You knew that your friends, family, or loved one had gotten that for you. Definitely let me know. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.